Hi guys, welcome back. So today is Tuesday, so we will be discussing some of the developments that has happened into the market. Really important structures forming this week and changing the dimensions, directions, reversals. There's a lot to actually talk about. So guys, just bear with me for a while because it would be really beneficial. So at 8:30, that is Eastern Standard Time, New York time, we would be having the core PPI, that is for the monthly US data, and similarly PPI monthly. So although the data seems quite in line with the previous and forecasted one, kind of like the previous data right here, you see it's similar to the forecasted one that is coming for this that is coming for the previous month. So there could be some kind of changes in the actual data because if you see the forecasted is so similar to the previous one, I personally think that there would be some of the differences. So as a trader, we need differences. It's really important for us to analyze. And secondly, there are also some updates about here. You see the Bank of Japan, specifically Himino, to just the monetary policy economic outlook is realized. So on Mondays we had BUJ as they were on the holidays. So it was like BUJ was off. So BUJ means Bank of Japan. So today, like as they opened, they kind of like made some kind of progress in their monetary policy adjustment. So kind of like can impact the direction of yens as well. Anyway, guys, moving back quickly to the understanding that what actually happened in DXY and DXY, guys, you see each time it was like super bullish. We can see right here as an example, we can see right here, although this was a big range right here, peak formation low, we have been discussing that, and price went up higher. Then there was a pullback, but the pullback was exactly to this demand zone right here, and price kind of like stopped here because there was a first touch right here forming this as a demand zone right here, and after that there was like a double bottom, although it wasn't a pure double bottom, it was like a slanting double bottom. Price couldn't come down, and eventually like price broke the structure and went up. So after that we had some kind of like a small range formation that we can call as a breach or can call as a range. So there was a range, and then there was a breakout of the range right here, and after the breakout of the range, you see now prices are coming back to the range. It's a big move which we encountered in DXY. You see 1 2 3 4 4 hour candles. So it's around like 16 hours of selling right here which we see, and after that price kind of like pulled back, and you know, it gave us like this doji right here, or like a small exhaustion candle, and right now prices are trying to push on the downside, and it's a good sign right now that prices can move on the downside further. So how we are supposed to dealing with that, it's a really important update. We can't be sure right now that either the prices would be going on the downside, but most likelihood is that prices can go downside technically, because you see right here, we have a small range which price kind of like broke the structure forming this neckline, and prices can push on the downside further. So we do have a demand zone right here, sorry, an order block right here. Price didn't touch it, but are really hopeful that price would be coming down there. So in case if the price comes down there, right, so we see that uh, with this high, price would be, I want to make it more clear so that, okay, wait guys, I want to like hold the mouse tight. So you see right here, we got a break of this resistance. So this support is kind of like now bit of in the state of invalidity. So it makes sense that prices can push on the downside. And in case if there's a range and there's a small pullback, that is a corrective move. Prices can further go downside up to this level right here, and then we can actually see that what could be the scenario, some range like that and breaks on the downside, then we can see price coming to that level. And if we kind of like lock this kind of move out here, it can give us intense benefit. So we don't need to catch like a to hold the moves forever. It's not important in that regard. We just only need a little chunk of it as a traders, as a speculators. So this is what I am currently looking at. On the other hand, uh, if this is a break of structure, kind of like an impulsive move, there could be a corrective move like that for a while, and price can make a double top up there, and prices can come down with the high momentum, and price can even come back to this level around, uh, even around guys this level. So to this specific order block right here. So even if the prices come back down there, so we can actually expect a big momentum move. So it would be difficult to lock in that scenario, but right now it seems like the way we see like a second day opening, because this is a first red day. So with the first red day, if we see like a daily chart right here, see it's a first red day here, so it could continue on the downside. So it's another signal for us, really important update. And moving further, right now we are not discussing that, but now this is USD CAD right here. So when we see USD CAD guys, as per our plan, uh, although for the formation of the position it took really long, but it kind of like acting according to what we were thinking. So you see that we had a break right here. Now prices started like forming a channel on the upper side like that, and you see right here price couldn't like break break through this level, and prices kind of fold and prices dumped. This is a good signal for us guys, really important signal for us, because this kind of like the scenario which we were actually seeking technically, and I was just like my total eyes are on this kind of move, because I wanted to actually feel the or visually like see that the sellers are being induced, because you see many people were trying to short around here, around here, around here, or even around there, thinking that this is a neckline right here. And but we were kind of like hesitating. I was specifically hesitating to take a shot because I just wanted a break on the downside. So this is what I actually got it, and it's a really important break right now. I would be keeping my total focus on this stuff. So for that reason, I want actually to note it down in my journal, because I don't want to mess this up. And it's okay if we miss it, but if the setup is formed according to our plan, for sure, we are jumping in. So this is kind of like a scenario right now, and you see this is a low right now that has been like formed. I want to make it more clear for you. So I'm tired of this tool. So anyway, guys, it made like this peak formation low right here for for a while, and any kind of like move on the upper side can give us a good dump and continuation move on the downside. We need to keep our eye on this so that we can actually understand that what is happening, and it would be a great structure if the trade plays out like that. So even I would love to take a screenshot of it right now. Yeah. Anyway, guys, you got the idea. So I have the plan in my mind. It's fine. On USD CHF, guys, a really important update is that you see right here we had like a break yesterday, and similar structure price pushed on the upper side, formed this formed this kind of spinning top right here, and we can even call it as a morning star. And these three candles, price opened around here and price is closing around there, so it's kind of like it's kind of like a bearish candle that if we just like want to see that how this candle actually looks like, I want to like I can actually show you. This is an opening, this is a closing, right? And this is a cell type structure candle that has been formed. And if we see actually the so this is what we are looking at in when we just kind of like add these candles up here. So this is a doji that we are looking at. So much likelihood is that the prices can continue on the downside, but now we know the movement on the downside. Really important right now that prices can actually reverse around this point, but where to execute, that's the point. So in order to execute, guys, if you are aggressive, so you can take the position right now, literally. If you're aggressive, you can take the position right now, keeping the stop loss, although keeping the stop loss right here, and prices can go on the downside like that. But for me, I want more confirmation in this structure right now, although I have no hurry right now to take any kind of positions. I want to like sit on my hands and see that how price reacts. So for that purpose, I've placed my alert right here. So that's kind of like a structure which we are looking at. USD JPY. USD JPY is specifically in a different kind of range, guys, and most people are thinking that it is like a continuation for 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 the sideway moves, like a flag pattern. Maybe you have heard about it. So it's like a channel breakout towards the upper side. But on the other hand, what I specifically think is there is nothing for me right now in there until and unless price kind of like breaks this level, come back to this, uh, come back and retest this level, then and only then I would be just like more specifically looking at deeper into this understanding about this structure. So on Euro USD, we do have a peak formation low up down there. Uh, at last, price was on the continuously dumping. Price was continuously going on the downside, and this was a low right here. Price kind of like touched this level and extension move a little bit, extension move, and after that we see that there is a breakout on the upper side. So now the question arises that is these real buyers? Is this a real buying? That's a big question right now. And similar structure which we look like on the DXY right now, that it was selling at quite opposite to like the euro. So most likelihood is that prices can continue on the upper side. And if we see that there's a range structure formation or prices come back down and move up like that, we would be like really interested in this kind of structure right there. So although it's really important to continuously like keeping the eye on it. This is Euro CHF, guys. Similarly, a good momentum move on the upper side. All of the sudden, guys, although I couldn't like take much of a benefit out of this because uh, maybe the timing when this happened, I wasn't like much of available. And you see the way this candle actually moved on the upper side, kind of like difficult to catch. So uh, this was the level up here, which we were looking yesterday, and you see right there, there was a big rejection on that level. So now we know specifically that there was a rejection down there, and price has been like breaking on the upper side, and now we got a big sell-off. This sell-off kind of like broke this resistance, and it could have like formed this support, and prices could have like gone on the upper side, but something like that. But the scenario is that after the break, after the price kind of like formed this resistance and it came down, broke this level, came down, most likelihood is that we would be seeing the structure like that. And prices would be forming like a head and shoulder pattern, and then prices can come on the downside. And where you see this this momentum getting lower and lower with, if you like zoom in, so there is a good likelihood that we can see a move and then a breakout towards the downside, completing this head and shoulder right there. So in that case, guys, I am totally interested in this structure. So I would be I would be noting it down as well. I'm really interested in this, and let's see that if we can even get our hands today on it, because I think the setup is quite ready right now, because the way you see right here, price is kind of, you see right here, price is kind of like struggling to go on the upper side, and any sort of move on the downside can even like push the prices into the range and then retest and move like that. E- Equal probability of all this happening, guys. It's not that easy to even just like enter into the trades. We need some kind of retest. This is the Euro AUD structure, guys, and I kind of like took profits on Euro AUD early because um, because there were two reasons, guys, and although many of you wouldn't be agreeing with me, and before going into the deeper discussion about Euro AUD, I kind of like posted this stuff in my community right here. You see, we have the community, and mostly my videos are in the live videos, but I do post in the community. So this is the structure, guys. I kind of like gave you yesterday. Let me zoom in for you. So this is the structure which I gave you. You see right here, I told you like the prices can go on the downside. We can expect a move towards downside, coming towards this small order block right there, and this is my alert place right here. And I kind of like said that sellers are getting induced in the corrective move of Euro AUD, could provide the momentum to drag the prices down. So you see right here, sellers are being induced and could drag the prices down, and similarly it is happening right here in front of you. So this is a channel right here, and we just saw the reaction, but the reaction wasn't good as per the expectation. I was expecting more drastic push on the downside. Sometimes it happens that things doesn't actually go according to the plan, but uh, although it is according to the plan, but the momentum which I was specifically seeking uh, wasn't there. So that's the thing. On Euro NZD, guys, it's a big move that happened. Similar structure right there, a corrective move, an impulsive move after the break. Prices came back down. We got a good amount of retest in here. You see right there. We got a good retest, and this is another order block for the future to push the prices on the downside. So you see that sometimes things happen like that in trading, that although the setups are clean, but you kind of I could have like I was also noticing this formation specifically yesterday on AUD and Euro NZD, Euro AUD and Euro NZD, guys. But the choice was more on the inclination towards the Euro AUD, but we got more reaction on Euro and NZD. So sometimes things happen like that. So we should be totally prepared about it. A really beautiful move and easy setup that actually completed. Right now, guys, I would be removing this level around here because I believe that I should be like keeping the charts clean. What could be the next thing is simply a breakout, breakdown, moving on the price, moving on the downside. Something like that I actually like expect further. EuroCAD at last, guys. I'm really like happy that this sell of stuff has been over, and although, guys, like you see that the prices kind of like was down here, prices came back down. We did got a we got an uptrend after that, but it is also kind of a corrective uptrend. Similarly, prices came back down like that, and then we had like this uptrend, kind of like impulsive move, corrective move, and then further on the downside. So this is what actually but it happened like in a way that is not for the beginners, but it is for really for the professionals. Right here, you see, this is the structure that kind of like completed right here, and after that there was a pullback, and pullback, this was a setup right here, and prices came back down there. So now we actually understand that the selling has actually begun properly, and now we see like I kind of like mark this as an order block, because you see price opened around here, then price went on the upper side, came back down there, and then pushed on the upper side. So it kind of like formed this kind of a breaker block, and right now prices are acting and reacting on this structure really beautifully right now. And the way the rejection happened, it's good, but uh, still it is in the bearish momentum, something like that. And we can get a good solid move into this, guys. Really important. I think it is also a really important pair right now. It's a clean move, guys. So let's see that if we can get a small move like that, and then we can get a dump somewhere and breaking this level, because prices can actually come down there to fill these gaps as well. So much likelihood, I think it's a clean setup, and I'm really interested in this too. That's what I'm saying, guys. Today's stream is really important, guys. So Euro JPY, Euro JPY was we had a break around this level. Continuation move on the upper side, came back down. Prices broke on the downside, kind of like built the selling momentum from this point. And after formation of a selling momentum, prices tried to come back, go on the upper side, giving the corrective move, but failed and came back down there. And after coming back down there, this is an initial reaction which we got. Prices came back down and pushed on the upper side, and now we are getting a move towards the downside for the continuation of the cell structure. I believe that, guys, this is absolutely a good opportunity even to take a short position right here. It could be an early position, guys, but still, uh, you can plan your trade. Your GPY is in a good momentum move. For that reason, let's move it right there. We need to wait a while, and then we can actually decide. We can look it in 1 hour, although the structure 1 hour is not clear, so kind of like less interested right now, but still. Euro CHF, it's kind of like if we overall see Euro CHF right here, the prices has been in a downtrend, that's for sure. But it's a big range, and I kind of like want more specific moves for a while because not interested in big structure. So I kind of like want to look at like this structure right here in front of you. Let's bring a little more in there like that. Okay, although it is difficult to understand, so we had like a head and shoulder here, right? There was a downtrend, prices. So just look at like that it was a downtrend right here, and after that the prices kind of like broke on the upper side, and after breaking on the upper side we got a head and shoulder right here. That this was a neckline. Prices came back down, retested the level, continued on the downside towards this order block right here. After that we got a push on the upper side, kind of like changing the structure, even like breaking these levels with the high momentum push, but couldn't break these levels above here. And we got a U-shaped or an M-shaped structure right here, something like that. And after getting that, we got a pullback, price continued downside towards this order block, making this as a peak formation low right here. Then what happens, that price kind of like pushed back because it's in a cumulative range right now. So price broke the structure now, and we see a clear break of when there is a double top right here. So price kind of like break the structure. This is what I'm talking about, that price went up, came back down with a high momentum and pushed on the downside, further breaking the structure. And now this is a corrective move, and price is going on the downside further and can push on the downside like that. Most likelihood this trade can work too on the sell side right now. This was really important trade, guys. Euro setups are really clean right now. we have to decide really quick, and I want to make the stream short so that I can even take a position. And similarly, this is a sell structure right here, a selling of the pound happening. And eventually, guys, like pound was selling a lot. Let me show you guys that this is a structure of the pound right here, that it has been like in a continuation of the sell structure, and see how uh, big this move is. So although we can't see that this big move, so I'm more interested in like this small range right from this top to this bottom. And you see right here, guys, got a structure we got a structure right here, and eventually this was the move. And right here, guys, there was a break that happened. Is this a real break? That's what we need to figure out right now. And how we gonna figure out? By waiting. Specifically, there could be a reaction around and price can continue on the upper side, forming a range here and then further breakout, and can go above this order block. And if the sell structures, if the big players want like to continue the sell structure, prices can go further down. But for now, I believe that we can get a buy opportunity in this move, although the prices are coming down. But don't forget about this structure right here, that if the price is opening around here, price went up, so it's still a bullish candle until and unless we just see a structure break around this point, can push the price on the downside. But you have a good three candle retracement down there with a high V-shaped structure that shows the strength. So pound AUD, the structure right now specifically like came back down there, still holding this level. And you see like a small pullbacks that are happening, and most likely can even go on the downside. Completing its move towards the downside can be a good potential opportunity, by the way, if the price continues like that. GBP and ZD, we got a wonderful move in this. And uh, you might remember that I gave you this trade around here. Let me show you guys. In the community, I posted this trade as well. You might really love it, because see right here, GBP and ZD, good formation of the setup. And this is what actually I gave you, that it can go on the downside. So you see right here, and see the prices are down there. I gave you the move around this point. So guys, just remember something really important discussion right now. Understand this, that if the prices go in the range, prices break. So there are certain kind of formations that you need to understand, and this is another break. See, whenever like this is a range, we can't there are certain times that we kind of like take the structure of the sell position like that. But mostly like we see like there is a railroad pattern. Price went up, price come down with high momentum. Price went up, price came back down with high momentum, pushing the price on the downside like that. So really important to remember this structure, guys. So eventually like seems like price would be touching this level, completing this range. And if the prices would be coming down, touching this level, after that we would be like moving our this orange line, that is our principal focus, that is our interest point of interest, to some other position. There are certain positions that we can actually shift it to, we can like shift it to down there. But the reason for placing this is that I kind of like place it on the point where I can actually see a clean moves. So That's the intention. So similarly, GBP CAD right now, you see like there is a good push on the upper side, and you see right here we had a break, right here we had a break, but after that we have like a similar structure, because not going into the deep because we just discussed that already. So kind of like gave a good push, and right now prices can actually hold and break on the upper side like that. If this push continues, really important, it could be a good reversal as well. GBP JPY, similar structure, reaction around this point. Similarly, like Euro JPY, and enticing right now, really enticing. We can get this sell position. Prices can continue on the downside, but uh, don't forget about this momentum. I'm just saying again and again because it's a whole selling down there. And most important thing to remember, which you can see that, see the pullback, a small pullback, a small pullback, a small pullback, and now a big pullback, guys. There is someone sitting right now here. We just need to like actually see that what he actually wants. So there is somebody there, so be careful about it. GBP has been like gave a good move on the upper side, unexpected move in that sense, and we see right now the prices that are at this support, currently at this support, and let's see how the reaction occurs. Prices can go down and move up further if this bullishness is really good, because you see the way this candle formation has been, it's massive. You see like each time price is coming down, we haven't seen this type of structure ever. And what it means, you see like this, you see this, you see this, and for example, this is a good example. Prices went up, came back down, formed this peak formation low, and after that there is a move. So let the prices come back down, formation of some peak formation or a candle or something like that, and enjoy this big rally, guys. It's a enjoy this big rally. If but you need to time it properly. Don't jump into the trades. Don't try to like scalp 2 3 pips and taking the profit and getting out. It in the long term, it's a headache, guys. We need to take a proper planned position, proper planned trade. And right now we are looking at Australian dollar, and you see this is a good move that happened, and prices are coming down. I just don't say that the prices would be for surely like can't come down. Prices can even come down and break this break this chart down. There is equal possibility. So it's a forex market, but we need to actually do it technically with proper timing. There are three things in the market that you need to understand, and number one is timing, number two is level, and number three is behavior of the price. So right now, within 2 hours, we would be seeing some kind of momentum as Frankfurt would open, and when the Frankfurt would open, the things can get really understandably better than right now. Anyway, guys, it's another discussion. So right here we saw a big cell structure move. This is a continuation uh, of the range, breakout, pullback of the range. See this big move of three candle retracement, a good momentum move, and after that there's a similar order block rejection and prices went up. After prices came back down, prices went up, broke this level, came back down to this order block right here, and a push on the upper side again. Now you see really important stuff is that each time there was a push on the upper side, but this is kind of like a first time we are looking at that prices are unable to form the highs. And we can see that in NZD specifically, NZD pairs, prices are unable to form the highs and kind of like pushed on the downside. So this time you see like there is a this is a high and this is a high. This is a high. What about this high? This is a triple top right here in front of you, and then the price is going on the downside. So anything occurring here or any pullback can give us a position on the downside, or even if you guys even lock it till there, I believe that we can get a good chunk. It all depends upon like a good planned trade. Planning is really important right now. So I don't want to like place this level right now because we understand that what we are looking at. AUD CAD guys, I was getting a good amount of sense that this gonna hold right here, and we just I kind of like marked it already that this could be a potential low right now. There's a break that has happened, and this could be the opportunity guys, and I would be literally seeking it on the bullish side, although the prices can go on the downside like that and further continue. It's an equal probability, but it's not important. Guys, I need 1 second break, and I would be back in 1 second. Welcome back. Welcome back. And moving further, this stream is really important, and for the traders specifically who are learning and who just wants like good setups, and similarly see on AUD yen, Aussie yen, what is happening. We got a break above right here. Isn't it a good news? And right now if you see it on 1 hour, you're gonna get the reaction, and this is the reaction actually which we got. And specifically on 15 minutes, you see right here, this is the reaction on the upper side uh, for this break right here. Although I understand that the charts are not aligned with that uh, small time frame. So right here we had this break guys, and pullback, and prices can continue on the upper side. I think this setup is mostly ready, but we need to plan it further, and I'm gonna plan it today for my own self. And if there is some kind of thing or update, I would be posting it in the community right there. You see there's a break, a small, not a small but a big W-shaped structure right here, and this is also broken. And after that, price kind of like formed a low right here. This is a UDCHF by the way, and similarly we started getting the position, and after that guys, you see we had a break here, and now price is going up. And on the Swiss side guys, I kind of like I'm feeling that the situation is formed, so stop loss, and prices can go on the downside further like that. It's a good setup guys. AUDCHF, it's a good setup right now. AUD, sorry, NZD we got a break, and further move like that can happen from this could like change this structure. But always remember that to get this move we have to actually like correlate a little bit with DXY as well, because it is cumulative of the major currency pairs. We we got a similar structure in CAD. There's a breakout on the upper side, and we haven't gotten any kind of break properly. This was like a break, corrective move, and impulsive move. This is another. See how small the breaks are, but see this? It's a straight V-shaped break, guys. What we need more? Anyway, yeah, gave us a good Jens gave us a good formation, and see, it's basically a Quasimodo pattern. You can search Q and M pattern and study about it, and you can understand that it's more of a Wyckoff stuff. So not going into the details, but we don't care about that stuff, guys. It's just like a mental thing. We need to understand like what is happening, and big boys are hot right now. NZDCHF, um, unable to form the high right now. Early move, but although we got a move on the upper side with the break, so kind of like not a great setup for me, in the sense that if it would have like broken down and then trying to push and rejection around that point, it could have made me more interested in it right now. So CAD JPY, similar structure to the USD JPY. A little bit confusing right now. Gone into the range. We need to wait specifically, like my alert is right here. If the price goes on the upper side like that, so then I would be more interested. CAD CHF. This was a trade I kind of like was looking for tomorrow. Oh, sorry, yesterday. Um, I kind of like entered in here, but closed really at the break even, because I wasn't satisfied with the formation of the move. But seems like there's another thing I want to like show you guys is this. See right here, we are getting a reaction from this move. So but the problem with this move is that it is on really high right now, guys, and I don't want to like short it from this top. I can short it, like it's a click, but the thing is that I want price to like come to this level, and after that, if the price gives a move like that, then I would be more interested rather than like taking a short position above here. um, I don't think so that I'm mostly interested in like a continuation patterns rather than like on a reversal patterns. Reversal patterns are like super. I believe that all the beginners actually like uh, look for the reversal patterns because they kind of find it more interesting to catch a big move. I don't need a big move. I need a accurate move, not a big move. I don't care about like how many like pips I'm getting. I don't care about that. I don't even measure it in pips anymore. So I need just a chunk, a small move, but a solid, accurate move. So you see right here, we had a break. Prices came back down there and went on the upper side. but this break was quite solid. An order block right there we have spotted, and a reaction. And right now price couldn't break this level. And if price kind of like breaks this level or like reacts around this point, we can get a move on the downside further. The way the, the channel is actually forming, see, prices can equally like go to this level as well, around like 170 as well. We do have like certain kind of spots here, and even if the prices kind of reject around here and you just take the profits around there, I believe that's more than enough. So guys, today's stream was one of the most important stream, and I want to like time everything properly. There is a high probability that things can go differently than my expectation, and it can the give the loss if the timing is not right. So in that case, the most important idea is to place a stop loss specifically. Really important, guys. I have experienced this stuff a lot of time, that whatever the stop loss is, and if you take it, it's fine. But if you don't have a stop loss, you're gonna be mentally rotted. I've seen people holding the trades that are super against them, and they never came back. The trade never came back. The price, if the price would be coming, like literally, there was a guy. It's one of my friend. I used to like totally communicate with him every day almost, and I kind of like made him realize this stuff, that how messed up he got. And eventually this was like a 0.01 lot on, and there was another lot he had it like 0.01, and it was like cumulatively like 0.02 lot averagely. And it would hardly give you like a loss around, like if it's like 0.02 lot, it would be like zero point 0.2 dimes. So it's kind of like 20 cents each pip. And he eventually closed around like $400 in loss. $400 in loss because of this stupidity, that he thought he can kind of like hold it and prices would be coming back. He got mentally exhausted, tormented, exhausted, and he kind of like hated himself after that. But he kind of wasn't like showing me that stuff, that he's hating that. It was like being confident because of the ego stuff. But to save yourself from that experience, guys, I believe that it's better to take a stop loss and plan the trade. Uh, there's a big quotation which it says that fail to plan is plan to fail, and that's super true. So anyway, this was the general idea today. Take care, guys.